What's up, babes? It's Carlisa Victoria back with another video. If you guys are new here, hi, welcome to the channel. If you've already been subscribed, thanks for coming back. So let's get right into this video. I just made a video that is uploading right now. It's about 30 minutes in length, talking about Hurricane Milton, evacuation status, that type of stuff that I'm doing. Talked about locs, talked about life update. I am talking quickly because the trees are swaying. We have a actual live hurricane that is literally making its landfall today. We're starting to get rain and winds that are already starting to take place right now. So I wanted to make this little video real quickly just to go ahead and oil my hair, talk to y'all about what my goals are, and in the event that I lose power at any rate, I have already made this video. And I am on the charger right now, so let's go ahead and get started. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. But I am taking, oh, I forgot, I think this is a whole new bottle, baby. This is a whole new bottle, so I really get to track the growth because we got a new bottle. Taking my Wild Growth oil, which is green and white. I'm not sponsored in this video, just showing you. So you guys know Wild Growth has this color oil, and then they have the bottle that is like yellow. Now, I'm not too sure if they're different. They might be, but throughout the years, I've used them both before, but I always end up buying this one, the white and green. So if you buy the yellow one, shout out to you. But for me, I like to buy this one, the white, green, and gold one, because it does the job for me. Now, this does have like a lot of different oils in here, so it does have its own smell. But baby, I know y'all can hear that noise. It's like rain and stuff like that, and I'm a little ashy on the elbows, but work with your girl. So I'm gonna be oiling my hair and just talking to y'all about business updates, as far as what I'm planning on doing. And then as far as locks, y'all know, basically just a quick little detour onto my lock journey. I'm basically just focusing on the growth of my hair right now. I have 3 months into a new year, and we have 4 months into my birthday. Birthday's February 17th, 1993. Don't you ever forget it. Your girl will be 32 this year, period. So, yeah. I'm just getting this oil into my hair, letting it saturate, letting it marinate, and really just letting it soak in. Yeah, I'm really just letting it soak in. So, yeah, so basically that's what we're doing. We're going to be on our oil routine, just making sure that I oil my hair, you know, a few times out the week, like staying up on it with my Wild Growth. Make sure I oil my hair monthly with Wild Growth, but like I would like to like oil my hair every, you know, week per se, even if it's a couple times a week, just making sure that I get that softness back into my routine. I like to oil my hair when my hair is damp, not drenched, but damp, because it just blends the oil in a lot better and it gives it a little sheen, but it also, you know, allows for me to really focus in on each row and allow it to get the necessary oil. A little bit goes a long way with this oil, so you do not have to do the most. I do make sure I get my little edges because I'm not putting on any edge control or anything. It's a whole hurricane. I'm not trying to be cute right now. I'm trying to actually do things that are going to make sense, which is wash my hair, oil my hair, and, you know, just like have clean hair in the event that we're going to lose power or if my water starts acting wonky. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, I'll be oiling my hair throughout the weeks. Definitely want to finish this bottle by the end of the year. I know that's like a stretch. Let's just say we want to be half a bottle by the end of the year, because that depends on how often I'm oiling my hair with this specific oil and how much I'm using per use. So let's just say by my birthday, I want this bottle to be gone. So 4 months from now, I want this bottle to be gone. This is going to be the oil of choice. This is going to be the oil that I continue to keep utilizing in my hair when I think, oh, I want to oil my hair. This is going to be the oil that I'm going to go to. Because like I said, when you're doing you're drinking your water, you're taking your vitamins, you're minding your business, you're, you know, doing all your supplements and stuff like that, and you are oiling your hair, eating right, doing all those things, they're going to constitute to the growth of your hair. They're going to help the hair to grow. They're going to help the hair to grow a little bit more, and just be what it needs to be. So that's what I'm doing. So I have a lot of hair. My hair is growing. I already have a lot of hair, you know, whether or not it's long or not. But now that it is getting longer, I definitely have a lot more to work with. So that is what your girl is doing, working with everything. Yeah, y'all, I know I'm kind of getting a little carried away with the oil routine. I'm supposed to be talking about business and what I'm planning to do. So long story short, I have to text the babes who are within my brand, within my business, my brokerage, and just make sure that they're safe for the hurricane. One of them moved out of state. One of them still lives in state. So I just want to check to make sure that they are safe, or pray, let them know that I'm sending prayers. And then I'm also going to send a text message to a prospect who I may have joining my firm very soon off the strength of recommendation from another person within the brand who just thought that this person can contribute to what we're doing. So essentially, if you have the mindset that I have, and I have people within my company who has the mindset that I have, and they recommend somebody with our same mindset, of course I'm going to be very inclined to hear who they are, what they have to say, and how they can contribute to the common goal of us winning. So I will be doing my reach outs for that, just passing on messages and things like that. So I'm gonna do that today. That's number one on my routine as far as business. I have not touched my business stuff that I wanted to work on today, so I have not sent those text messages yet. I did on the other hurricane, but I will be sending that now once I start working on that stuff. And then I do want to work on some notary stuff. There is a course that I need to complete. I've been saying this for a while, and I have been actually doing the course, but I didn't want to just skim through the course and just like answer all the answers and like move on. I want to be able to read the modules and actually read the modules and actually take notes, do note cards, stuff like that, so that I can have this useful information that I'm gonna need, definitely a necessity, I'm gonna need down the road. I want to be able to have them on note cards, so I can, you know, be able to look back and say, oh, okay, girl, you remember when? And it's not even a remember when. Sometimes you got to pull the note cards back out for like a fact that you needed to fact check. You just got it in your own notes. So I don't want to skim through the material. That's why it's been taking me so long, because unless I can sit down and take notes and do what I need to do, I'm not going to want to do the material. I need to be able to get through the material, if that makes any lick of sense to y'all at all. I need to be able to take notes on what I'm reading. That way, when it's time to take the final test, I could do a quick little review on them flashcards. I could do a whole bunch of things, girl. So I could do a review. I could just use them for, you know, other endeavors that I will need within the industry. So those are things that are on my priority list that I want to get done this month. But I'm definitely going to take advantage of and start doing during this actual hurricane right now. So that's what I'm going to work on. I pray I don't lose power, but the chances of losing power is very likely. So I'm not going to sit here and act like, you know, I got the candles ready. I have everything my waters, my drinks, like a few things cooked. And a little bit, I probably will make me some noodles or something, just so that what I did make already that could be eaten at a later time, I could eat it at a later time, if that makes any sense. You make the noodles while I still have the opportunity to use the electricity. But I'm not super hungry right now, but when the tree starts swaying real crazy and I start hearing that roar, that hurricane roar, then I'm gonna go ahead and make my noodles. But right now I'm not like dire hungry, so I don't want to make them and eat too early, and I'm not like super hungry, like maybe around like 5, 6. But then again, we're gonna go off of the storm. I haven't eaten anything this morning. I've only had beverages, so I'm definitely gonna stay hydrated. I've been drinking water, still got my Coca-Cola, Powerade, electrolytes, you know, those types of things, but I haven't eaten like any meals or anything like that. So that's why I say I think tonight I'll have a sandwich, and then in a little bit I'll have noodles. But I cleared my refrigerator. I have nothing in my refrigerator that if I lose power, it's going to be like stinky. I do have some fruit in there, which I might partake in very soon. I have some pineapples, but then again, I might leave my pineapples in there all the way until the last minute. I know I keep on playing in my hair with this oil, but I'm really trying to allow the oil to absorb into my hair. So that way when it dries, it's going to dry all pressed right into my hair. And if you didn't hear me talking about my bumps on my ears from my pierces and stuff like that, from like nickel that breaks me out when I'm supposed to have titanium, I was talking about how some of the, I think the tattoo companies and stuff that do the piercings, I really do be thinking that they be hide behind the fact of, oh, this is titanium jewelry, and the whole time the jewelry don't be titanium, it be nickel covered in gold plated or something. So I think that's literally me suffering from that. And then when I used to sleep on my jewelry, and then the jewelry came out of 2 of my pierces while sleeping, and it kind of just trapped the swelling into the earlobe before it can actually like, you know, drain out, if that makes any sense. So that's why I'm having the bump on my ear, the bump under here. But it's okay. I put oils on there today, like my bump oil, and hopefully it'll be gone. And then now I'm doing hair oil. Like I said, I'm just pressing it, hard pressing it into the hair. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that, girl? Do y'all see that? So yeah, I just want to be able to do it like that so I can get my nape in the back. I'm shedding, which is not a normal thing for me to shed with my hair. I'm shedding, and I think it's because I just have not been doing too much to my hair. I did retwist it recently, but I have not really been moisturizing it much. I've just been doing edge control. I washed it. I had it I styled it into like a braid out the other day. So like certain things like that, it's keeping me away from my usual moisture. So I think that's why I'm shedding. But it's okay because we're bringing our moisture routine back. Y'all see how I'm shining, girl? Like a little disco ball, baby. Let's be clear. A cute disco ball. I'm just playing. But yeah, y'all. So when it comes down to business, I'm going to do those phone calls today or those text messages today just to make sure that I send out a safety text to the girls. And then also I'm going to work on the notary stuff, take some notes, do that. And then with my real estate, I want to just start afresh. I've been through so many things, like, and you know, people know, oh, you started the real estate brokerage and da da da. Like, how's that going? Let me tell you, in any business, I'm talking about when you're not a person who is in a relationship with somebody of status. And I always say this because I want you guys to put in perspective what I'm saying. Not that I'm hating or jealous, just to let you know. I'm basically just saying, when people enter into business fields, like starting a real estate brokerage or starting a management firm or a law firm or something like that, and they end up being in relationships with people who are well known, or, you know, might even be in like have investors or whatever like that, your business tends to pick up faster. If they're social media influencers, then your media is going to pick up, your brand's going to pick up, because of everybody knows who this is, everybody knows who they are. So because they know who they are, now they know who you are, which means that your brand and your business stuff is going to start getting extra marketing that you didn't sign up, that you didn't necessarily work for, that just came up with it. Just, you didn't necessarily work for it or anything. It just came with the fact that you're with someone who is known, right? And we see this a lot of times in many different industries. So I'm not talking about anybody specifically. I'm just talking about, we see this a lot of time. Corporate America, businesses. I want my people who are building their businesses from the ground up not to get like offended or quit on your vision just because that's not your situation. When you are building a business from ground up, no one's telling you what to do. You're not married to someone who is in the industry, who you are basically like working for, or they've already accomplished, you know, the goal, and you're just getting, you know, the fruits of the labor. When that is not the situation, and you yourself are building that brand from the ground up. A lot of times a small business will not start to really do what it needs to do until it's about 2-3 years in, right? So you can start a business today, and in about 2 to 3 years, you might just really look like you're starting, even though you've been started as far as registration, you got your, you know, company type, all that stuff. Really getting to a place where your company is starting to actually like didn't quit, keeps going. You might not see that until 2 or 3 years. Then years later, you might actually see you reaping benefits, like actually having the rewards of the work that you put in. So I'm saying all this to say, if you have started a business from ground up and you have 0 sales, you have 0 people working for you, you have 0 of anything that you said that you wanted to do, but you know this is what you're supposed to be doing, do not quit. So for me, I feel like I have, like Thomas Edison said, I have not failed 1,000 times. I just found 1,000 times that wouldn't work. You know what I mean? So you have to have that mentality of, I did start the business. The business hasn't gotten traction for the last 2-3 years. I've been putting my focuses elsewhere. Like me, sometimes it's like I have different degrees. I have different industries that I work, different industries that I'm able to work in. So if I'm not gun-ho set to the actual task, it is easy to be like, oh, I'm supposed to be doing this, but I'm doing that. Or I'm supposed to be doing this, but I did. So you have to really like tap into what it is that you're supposed to be doing, tunnel vision, and you have to basically not just market, but you have to schedule block. Schedule blocking is a big thing. You guys have heard me talk about it on my channel a lot of times. Schedule blocking is the concept of making sure that your day, your daily routine is scheduled, on the schedule, blocked daily. So by the time you wake up, say you wake up 5 a.m., 5 to 6 o'clock, you're not looking at your phone, you're brushing your teeth, playing with the dogs, letting the dogs out, you know, feeding the dogs, you know, taking your probiotics, taking your supplements. 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, you're working out, you're reading a book, you're eating breakfast. 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock, or 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, you're making phone calls because business is just open. 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock, or 4 o'clock, you're executing everything that you need to do for the day. 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, you're calling businesses to see, hey, look, are you guys, you know, are you open? Can we do this? Can we do that? Can we set this up for the week? Can we blah, blah, blah. 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Oh, let me wind down. Let me get home. Let me take a shower. Let me make some dinner. Let me chill with a family if you have one. Let me chill with my man if you have one. Let me chill with my friends if you have any. Let me like just have some downtime real quick with your family from 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Then I'm going to bed, I'm waking up at 5 a.m., right? That whole day I just said is a form of schedule blocking. It's literally blocking out your day for every hour, every minute of the day. You know what you're doing. So for me, I'm not going to lie. Being in a relationship, like me being a person in a relationship, I know I make it difficult in a sense for a person who doesn't think like me in terms of schedule blocking. A lot of men, not every man, but a lot of men, a lot of times men are wired different from women. So a man would think that his day, if he works, like owns his business or does whatever job he does. Say that those hours are from, I don't know, let's make up times that a man might work. Get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, have to work at 6, get off at 4, right? A man will quickly tell you, oh, I don't know what the rest of the day gonna hold, because I could be doing one thing and then I'm gonna end up doing another thing, but I never plan to do that. But I can't really tell you what I'm gonna be doing because I don't even know what I'm gonna be doing, right? That is how a lot of them move. But a woman who is like on her goals and on her strategic, like, you know, or just having a different makeup of a man's mind, I'm gonna be like, if I wake up tomorrow, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, X, Y, Z. I either have it schedule blocked in my head and or schedule blocked on paper and or schedule blocked on the computer. I already know what's tea. I know I'm waking up in the morning, I'm going to go walk the dogs, I'm going to go have my probiotics and my vitamins, drink my water, I'm going to Starbucks. Then by the time I get back, I might need to do some cleanup, or I might have some downtime, I might watch some real estate, I might work on some business, I might make some phone calls. But regardless, if you ask me what I'm doing tomorrow, it's not like I don't know, like a lot of times I'm gonna be like, tomorrow is more of a free day, my calendar isn't filled, so if something comes up I can do that, but I'm just gonna plan on working on building my brand, or I'm gonna plan on da-da-da-da-da. Or I could say, oh no, tomorrow's not gonna be good because I have an appointment in the morning, I have an appointment in the afternoon, I have an appointment, and I'm able to tell you literally, like, when I'm on my routine, because I've been off my routine in a lot of different ways, and I've said that in multiple videos, that my biggest thing is getting back on routine. I want to get back on a healthy routine and just get things done, right? I said that so many times, and that's what I've been doing. I'm not gonna lie, I've been gearing up to do that. Like, I've gotten a lot accomplished, I've gotten a lot done, so that's what I've been doing. But I'm just giving you an example of when I am on routine, my routine is like that. So I know what I didn't get done today, I'm gonna work on tomorrow, or I'm gonna work on da-da-da, and I just fast forward that schedule onto the week. If I finished everything, then great, we're on to the next day. If I didn't, that's overflow for the next day and some, when I'm on my routine. But because I have not been on my routine as the way I need to, that is not as consistent. So when I'm on my routine, I'm back to working out. I'm eating right. On my business stuff, everything is in sync. Everything goes together. So you have to really look at it like, oh, wow, she really has goals. She really has goals. When you have those personal and business goals, everything aligns. You can't be successful at your business if your personal life is not stress-free, or you feel like, oh, my personal life, I'm not on my routine, like my workout, getting up on time, doing the things that I need to do. It's going to flow into that business routine because everything is in sync in a sense. You just have to find out, how is my personal and my business routine in sync for what I have going on. Don't try to compare what I got going on with what you got going on, because we're two different people, two different goals, two different, you know what I mean? So figure out what your goals are and go after that. But you have to have that routine. And if I sound repetitive in a lot of my videos, it's because it is the truth. You ever heard when you grow up, like when you were growing up, your teacher might say, if you hear me say it more than once, you might want to write it down. They're basically trying to tell you, like, I'm telling you what's going to be on the test. I done said it 3 times. If by the 3rd time you didn't write it down, then that's the same thing you're going to miss on the exam. And what we do, we write it down because repetition is key. So when you are in a repetitive pattern of doing well, you're going to get good results, great results. But you have to be in routine to do that. So like I said, when this hurricane passes, I'm almost off my cycle, which I told you guys that, thankfully I've been able to get to the end of my cycle and still have power and stuff before this hurricane really do its numbers. So that's I'm grateful for that, because I got like a day left or so on the cycle. So that's good. And the flow is light. So thank you, Lord. Even in the small things, you got to tell God thank you. Because I don't want to be without water, without power, without whatever. And it's that time of the month and I feel like I can't get clean. I wouldn't want to go through that, right? So even then, I thank God and I ask God, like, God, please keep the lights on, keep the water on, keep everything on so I can get through this, because I pray through everything. And my faith is up these days, heavier than you think. So even in the small things, you have to be grateful. Even in small things, you have to pray for. Even in small things, you have to really, really have faith in. So with that, it's just like, okay, that's something I'm doing. With my goals, that's something I'm doing. But I said, when I'm off of this cycle, this hurricane has ran its course, which there has been a little something, little bug in my ear that we might go through a third one. So I pray for us. But when the hurricane over, when the cycle is over, I've been taking my probiotics, multivitamins, like all that stuff daily, back on my, making sure that I'm taking it on a regular basis. Once I do all of that, like, I'm already prepping my belly to go through, getting back. So when I'm taking the probiotics, I'm taking my vitamins, I'm taking my, making sure that my D levels and stuff are, my vitamin D levels are where they need to be. All of my supplements, when I'm doing that, I'm contributing to the operation of my actual body, right? So I'm doing my hair routine. I did my ear routine for my piercings that I told y'all about. I'm just already setting it up for the success. The only thing that's missing right now is getting back to the completely eating right and working out. But everything that comes with that, getting back on routine, I'm doing. So while the power's on, I told y'all, I'm making my videos so that I can post them, so when I can get my content out today. It's not about like, oh, I'm just posting videos because I want to post videos. I just want to do something to do. I'm bored. Because in boredom, I can be actually being productive. So this is not what I would necessarily do because I'm bored. This is something that I'm doing because it is my channel. And I believe that whether I have the perfect setup, I don't have the perfect setup, this is a part of my content. So I'm going to put it out there. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing now. And like I said, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to work on some business stuff. I'm about to set some goals. We just got into a new month. I do have goals set, but I do want to revisit my goals and just write down some things that I am also thinking about in conjunction with things that I've already written down, and just really get on my Zoom. Like I said, when January hit this upcoming year, January a lot of times is the beginning of a calendar year. Fiscal years might end in like December or something like that. People are working on closing out chapters. But for me, I have to hit the pavers, baby. I have to hit the ground running. The thing about it that I love about myself and that I love about God is I've always been a person who people naturally gravitate to. Growing up, I've always was like that girl who was a leader. A lot of women gravitated to me. A lot of people, liked me. I am introverted to a great extent, even though you guys may say, how are you introverted when you could be talkative, you could be da-da-da-da. How do talkative people, how are they introverted? It's real easy. Like, a lot of times we can be antisocial. We want to be to ourselves. I think a lot of times people hear that we are able to be talkative with our loved ones and the people who we are close to and trust, and they just automatically think that, oh, that means that you just are a people person. You want to be around people all day, 24/7. It's like, no, I actually want to recluse. I'm very reclusive. I didn't just start being this way. I've been like this. But a lot of times when they see that smile, they see that, oh, she's cool to be around. They automatically think that she's that girl who has to be extroverted all the time. And I'm very much not. Homebody, can be at home. I can go catch a vibe with my sister and them somewhere. Very much so. Like, my friends, my close friends, my siblings, like, very much so, like, tight-knit with that. I don't need new friends. Like, I'm that type of girl where I'm grateful for what I have. I don't need to change new friends every 6 months, every year. I'm very good with my solid core of group of people who I hang with. So for me, that's just, that's me. But if I get around people, I know how to be around people. If I get in business, I know how to socialize, like, when it comes to business. But on a personal level, I can go somewhere, and if I'm by myself, I don't feel like I need to make friends. Like, if I go shoot pool by myself, I can literally know nobody there and just be like, hey, can I get a game in? And that's how I'm going to play. But I don't feel like I have to, like, be hanging with people. If I go somewhere, there's a group of people, I don't feel like I have to go try to be friends with everybody. Like, I'm good with the people I came with. So I'm very much so like that, but in the right settings, I know how to, boss up and do what I need to do. But in the personal settings, I'm very much so reclusive. So whatever it is that you need to do what you need to do. Whatever that looks like in the next 90 days, I want you to do it. Okay? Because we roughly have about 90 days until we're in a new month. Okay? We have about 90 days, a little bit less than 90 days. So over the next 90 days, what are you planning on doing? How are you planning to shake up your entrepreneurial goals? How are you planning to climb the corporate ladder in the job you work? How are you climbing to stop being lazy and a couch potato and get up and actually go after what you want? How are you planning to do it? I'm not trying to judge in this video. I'm trying to, I don't even like to say trying, striving. I'm not striving to judge in this video. I am striving to encourage you to get up, encourage you to understand that that vision that you have that keeps failing, get up and keep on going. Because just because you fall down 7 times, you get up 8. Like I said, Thomas Edison said, I have not failed 1,000 times. I just found 1,000 times that didn't work. That's it. You just found 1,000 ways that didn't work. But when that one time it worked, I bet you are going to be glad. And I bet he was glad that he never gave up on that vision. You know what I mean? Of whatever he was doing. So, and I'm pretty sure that that's just not with the light bulb. That's not with one thing. That's with everything in your life. So if you go out and go after your goals today, maybe start a little league football team, and that's been your goal, but the team flops. The schedule flops. That don't mean quit. That just mean, okay, keep going. You found one way that didn't work. Next loophole, let's see how can we get to this and start something else. So don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dream. Don't let that one time where it didn't work out be the last time that you do it. Successful people are successful because they didn't quit. Right? The difference between success and failure is one of them didn't quit. Successful people and people who fail, one of them didn't quit. So it's one thing if you say, oh, I'm trying this out, it didn't work, and then you go your way. But when you know that it is what you called to do, it is a part of your makeup for being in this world, part of why God has you here, your why in life, don't quit. Do not quit. I don't care how catastrophic the physical storm is outside, how catastrophic the physical storm or the internal storm is. Whatever your religion, if you pray, pray. Whatever your source of like, I got this, go get it. For me, I told y'all, me and God all day. But I'm not here to steer you to, be a Christian or be whatever on my channel. I'm here to reach who I can reach through the content that I have. And if that reaches you in that way to where you like, oh, I need to give my life to God, blessings. But I'm never going to turn people away on my channel because you believe differently. Like, no. Everybody can gain something from the knowledge that I'm giving to my channel, even if it's not a religious perspective. So keep going. And no matter what you believe, no matter what your religion, I hope that you succeed in what you do. Now, this video was longer than the first one by a few minutes, but I have made y'all hour-long worth of content. 30 minutes, 32 minutes, I done went over an hour. And both videos are getting posted today. So one of them is probably already posted, and then this one I'm about to post now. I did a lot of talking. I need something to drink. But I'm about to get work done. I wanted to get these videos out, and then I will follow up with you guys in another video probably tomorrow. I'm just going to ride out the storm today, and then I guess I can follow up with how I'm doing, what's going on tomorrow. But again, love y'all so much. Thank you to my friends, family, YouTube supporters, Instagram, TikTok, whatever platforms you on that you are wishing me well. I know my comment sections have been working and then off, working then off. I don't know what what YouTube is doing, but thank y'all. Thank you. Feel free to comment on my community post. I might post one today in case you're not able to comment on this video or any other videos. But thank you guys so much. That was my oil routine and my business talk, Wild Growth Oil. But go set those goals and do what you need to do. And then I know we talked about it in the other video, but I'm gonna just show y'all. This is the piercing bump oil that I've been using on my piercing bumps, and it does really work for me. It shrinks my pierces. I'm not sponsored. I got this off Amazon, and the wrapper looked just like that by Urban Relief. I put a little bit of oil on my pierces today that are like swollen, and then it does shrink. You just have to be consistent. But I do be noticing it in like a day or two's timing. Your girl's eyebrows are really looking chef's kiss thick. Baby, do you see that? My skin is a little broken out because I've been a little stressed, time of the month. And I am drinking some Coca-Cola, and I know I'm not supposed to be drinking it. But I'm not going to touch my face, but I know that my hair products also have been draining on my face. So like the oil, all that. So I'm going to have to make sure that I'm keeping my face clean, drinking my water, taking my vitamins, and also like toxins are probably coming out of my skin. Because remember, I told you guys I'm going to be going back to my vegan life that I was for 6 years. I'm going to be going back to. eating well very soon. And I wanted to give it like 6 months to a year to just try seeing what eating meat would do to my body. And to tell y'all the truth, it's the same thing. It still made me feel sick. So I just know that I need to be back on my vegan life. Like I said, I never became vegan as a trend. I became vegan because I was getting sick off of a lot of things. And then obviously my heart goes out to animals too. So I really don't want to be eating animals if I don't have to eat animals. You feel me? But when you eat vegan, you definitely have to keep your nutrients, your supplements up, because it's so easy to fall deficient in a lot of areas because you're not getting the nutrients, the iron, all of that stuff that's packed in the protein that you typically eat. So definitely make sure they really acting up in this ring app, because somebody's talking about who got a pool to go swimming. Do y'all got a dog where I can put my pool? Like, why are y'all, do y'all have a pool where I can put my dog so we can go swimming? Why are y'all playing around with this hurricane? Like, I'm not saying play around with it, even though I decided to stay put, but like, don't make a mockery and make light of it, because some people have experienced problems. That pressure just hit that window real hard. So let me go ahead and get off this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll keep you guys updated. Pray for me. Pray for the rest of the world. Pray for the rest of the state. Pray for everybody. Like, because some people have really had impact that has been great from this last hurricane that we just went through a week ago, and then are going to end up having problems with this one. So I hope you guys just stay prayed up and pray for people, and just put yourself in the situation of like, dang, I would want somebody to really like give 2 F's about me if I was going through it. So don't be sitting here making mockery and jokes during the hurricane when there's really people who have lost everything. Family members, their whole entire like stuff, you know? Like this app is turning into like a group chat. People's asking, oh, do you know if I can get a gravy and biscuit from her? Cut it out. Like, people have lost everything and are about to lose more than everything now with this next storm. So regardless of where you at, whether you were impacted like majorly by this last hurricane or you weren't, you may be this time or you may not be this time, but still, like, give some grace, okay? Give grace. Stop being sarcastic. I'm sick of seeing all these posts that people are just like making mockeries and taking light of the situation when there's people who are losing everything. Life savings, homes. There was a picture today where there were so many homes, a video where all of their furniture is like on by their mailboxes. The whole entire street is like all of this furniture, and it's like their houses were flooded out. So prayers up. I know this video went to almost 40 minutes. I hope you guys enjoy it. I know you guys might not make it during the duration of the video, but if you're cleaning up or something like that, you might want to throw it on and just hear me ramble. But I'm definitely gonna put that in the comments or put that on the caption that I'm rambling, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Later, babes.